Hopefully this time. Yeah, there we go, we're up, we're live, we're live! Woohoo!
Can everyone hear me this time? Because last week, I think we were alright because I'm on PS4 this time. I'm on the, last week I was on the new console.
I can hear you, they can hear me.
Yes. Nice one.
Let's just do this quickly. Electric. So our electric blade, if he can join. Good luck with that, because Bammer's not been able to join. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Contest of Speed EU3, round 4. Technical difficulties mean we haven't got started until now, Lewis. It's been disastrous.
It's been a long. Thankfully, we're an hour earlier than we used to be, because otherwise this would have been a late night.
Into the early hours if we had started at our old time of 10 o'clock UK.
Yeah, but not an issue this time. And this is. I think we've done one or two commentaries before.
We have.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, mate, to race you on Wednesdays and commentate now on Tuesdays for the one-off.
Hopefully it'll be a one-off. Thomas is having PSN issues. He's not the only one. There's no Charlie or Bammer at the moment, but we are trying to work on that the best we can. PSN has done its old classic thing, because this used to be how EU2 was, interrupted all the time because of Tuesday maintenance.
Yeah. But not today. We got the updates, which I remembered, and PSN issues. But we have got the vast majority of us here, as Matty says, and currently K-Mark is on provisional pole for 119.2. Quite a bit of a handy gap over Little Spark, 19.5, but it's very close from P2 all the way to P9. It's half a second. Between that P2 and P9. Just trying to see who is on a hot lap at the moment. I think Hasmania is he on a hot lap?
He looks to be on a hot lap. This is looks to be a second push lap, but he's currently down. So
he's backed off now. Two spell. Is he on a hot lap now? I think he is, because he's very high on battery.
He is. I think he has just started the hot lap. I was watching EU4 last night, and Danny stepped in for me, and he was able to express his vast knowledge about the circuit that he's been to and say all the pronunciations. I'm not going to do that, because I'm not that good.
He loves those pronunciations, doesn't he?
we have had a casualty, Lewis, already. Tichy has succumbed to many of the corners that you are going to spin out this evening, because that's how it works. It's
it's a tricky one, this game.
It's horrible in this game. I'm not a fan of the curbs. Let's have a quick look. Roland's got Ascari, the second victim.
Oh, he's out. Yeah, there you go. Already, so I think we're going to have quite a few. Ascari's always, even in previous games, a tricky track tricky corner, Ascari to keep it on the island. But to have that in qualifying, he must have really attacked that in the inside curb. Because that's what it has to be now. With those curbs, you try and avoid those curbs like the plague, because it just either sucks you in, or you just lose the back end anyway. You have to be so careful, but admittedly, that is a little bit more realistic, because you don't normally see the F1 cars clipping the curbs around Ascari, because at those speeds and the lower downforce, you would slide out of control. So it's just getting rid of old habits, basically. I think it's probably a game where you'd be better off if you hadn't played any previous F1 games, and then you just would have known from the get-go, okay, I can't hit curbs, but there's still a bit of us used to clipping them. But yeah, I was quite surprised last week. I didn't have. Did you suffer running out of fuel last week?
Yes. I was fuel saving behind you, but I knew you were worse off than what I was, so it was I was trying to use your slipstream to help me, and it didn't quite work out because and Stumpy's gone.
Yeah. But has he retired?
Yeah, he is. I was just about to.
Ascari.
Oh, he was 8/10 up as well. That's. You won't be the only one. We will move on. Everyone else is either on an out lap or on an in lap.
Dan's on a hot lap, I think.
No, he's on. No, Ascari is on a kill streak. He's current on a UAV. It's three people so far.
I thought it was going to be like in a race.
No, Rosa, I'm not doing a lap in Dutch. My Dutch is not very good. And I mean, Lewis, if you fancy doing a lap in Dutch, then by all means. But
I will
no,
not
I didn't think so.
I really don't think. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I might upset people with my Dutch.
There's a car. There's a tyre in the middle of the track between the two Lesmos. As Jamie James is on a lap. We've not seen much of Jamie James. The only reserve in tonight is Danny Boy, who's usually in a Williams for EU4, but he's currently on a wheel, and I think he's far too good to be racing in EU4. So I'm having a look at him tonight in EU3. Currently in 6th. Jamie James nice and neatly for Ascari. He's negotiated that turn quite well. We've got the Parabolica yet to come.
Yeah. Here he comes. Looks very tidy. Don't run too wide. Perfect. Keep it tight. Shortest way to the finish line. And that is a provisional goal.
Very patient. Yeah, very patient on the throttle, I thought, out of Parabolica. Very easy to try and get the power down too early. A Dutchman on the charge is Kelster.
Yeah, he is 6 thousandths up on his previous best, so be careful, don't clip the curve too much.
That is brave.
Yeah, he was really trying to make the most of that, trying to gain as much time, shortening the corner, but we've lost someone, but not through retiring.
No, that is Blade trying to reserve, but I think I told him that it'd be a Pierce engine. Marginal improvement and above Little Spark. We shall move on.
So that shows you how close it is. He was less than a tenth quicker, but he gained 2 places. Here comes 2 spell now. Across the line. That's 119.5. That's 3/10 improvement.
Danny Boy also improving by the same margin. These two very close on track, and he does a 19.6.
Nicely done. Hilly is on a lap. No, he's not. He's on an out lap. Blades is also on out lap at the moment. The race is a simple soft to medium strategy. This track not a high wearing circuit, so actually out of all the tracks we go to, this is arguably the easiest for not worrying about having old tyres or tyres that are worn out and really struggling. The soft definitely makes a difference initially, but even with the soft tyre, it doesn't wear out that badly, and the medium just keep going as well.
Oh, side gate, that was silly. He was trying to touch the hug the inside right up to the line and went the other side of the white line, which obviously you can't do in the game, and you can't do in real life because the sensor doesn't pick it. It doesn't pick it up, I don't think.
No, you're just cutting the track, aren't you? So.
Yeah, you are. Cheating, so and so.
Yeah. So let's see. I think we've got 1 minute 39 on our clock, on my clock. So a lot of these guys now heading out to their final runs.
I'm on board with Max, and we'll finish off this lap. He's just done sector 1. He's going into the second chicane through 3 and 4. That was very carefully done. We're going to come up to Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. Good to get. You need to get good traction out of Lesmo 2 actually, because it can get you a couple of temps. DRS is wide open, and as Lewis mentioned earlier, Ascari is the most threatening part of this track. Throw it in as much as you dare, and then hug the inside and clip the curb. Oh no, it's in the Williams. No. Oh dear.
I can't believe the car stays. The Williams stays there. Or is that a recent retirement? So we got two people off this.
No. Hilly was out the way, and because as Max came across and lost it, Hilly was off the track, and they both collided with each other.
Unreal.
That is that. I've never seen that.
Yeah. So I was about to say he got away with it, and then he hit the Williams and knocked them both out. This is worse than a race. We've got 1, 2. This Marina's retired as well.
Yeah, I think a couple of those are on. A couple of those were in the pits, I think. So.
Granted. But still, it's almost half the field out.
Danny has improved by half a second and has done the same time as his teammate, Limbs, down in Ferrari.
Yeah, that was cursed, I reckon. He knew to do that.
Oh, Little Spark will be somehow managed to keep that time valid. It was 4 attempts up through sector 2. Parabolic to come after a wide exit for Ascari. The Alpine will pin it towards the line.
This is good. This is going to move them up. It's P2.
It's P2. Solid.
Trying to see who's going to be the next person to cross the line. It's Blades, who's did slow lap.
And it's Jamie. Yeah, Jamie James. I haven't seen the split, but we will watch the last little bit of his lap. 1 corner to go for the Haas driver. And it is looking not too bad. Yeah, indeed.
Oh, 18s. Who else is there, really? Has coming through. He was at P6. That's it.
Wow. Very, very close, I think, between P5 and P8, by the looks of things.
There you go. You got your grid there of Jamie James, Lil Spark, K-Mark, Marina, Kelster in P5, Has in P6, Dan the Norwegian in P7, 2Spell 8th, Danny Boy 9th, not bad for him on moving into E3. Hilly P10, Stumpy obviously in the medium tie did that lap in P11. Blades P12, Cygate 13th, Roland, yes, last week's race winner in 14th, Tichy 15th, and obviously those guys retired, and Max setting no time because obviously he had the famous, now infamous accident that I don't think we've ever seen before.
I've never seen another car crash and then hit another car that was moving out of the way. That is incredible. I saw last night that people said going on the alternate strategy doesn't really matter around here because of the tyre wear. Yeah. So I would. And
with the safety cars nowadays,
there's going to be at least 2 safety cars. I think that's just a given.
Oh, just 2. I mean, I couldn't believe we didn't have any safety cars last week in our race, but this, I think, it's the way it looks like. We're going to have a few. This is going to be a bit of a dramatic race.
It will be. We've had a few races so far where it's been just a race of survival. Get to the finish. We had Australia to start off with, turn 11 and 12, claiming many victims. Baku, obviously, following up in week 2, which was obviously it's a street circuit, so always going to be carnage. And France was a little bit more sedate last week, but
exactly, yeah. France was actually very sedate.
The majority of people behaved themselves last week. It was very, very nice. So we will sit here and wait for the drivers to pick their setups, make any adjustments, sort out their fuel. Obviously, just one engine mode to be running so far in this year. So no using rich or max or lean. So drivers may run underfueled, overfueled. Should be interesting. Any predictions? I would love to hear people's predictions. I think this race is going to be blown wide open. No Salt this evening, so he's usually one of the front runners in this tier. And you have the likes of Jamie James, Wizard, Danny, Kelster.
Right, so on the odds end, Jamie does look like he has the upper hand in pace, but as we know, with the way the F1 2021
he can't keep it. He can't keep it low in a straight line on the formation lap though. He's just dropped it.
Wow. But listen, I was about to say, it's the way it's it's been a bit dramatic, and Jamie James did, if I remember rightly, in Baku. I can't remember if he won or there was an issue, but he had the pace. But this game makes it so hard to just have a straightforward 50% race, and I think the way it's looking, I don't know who's going to win this race actually, but if it's based on pace, Jamie, I reckon Two-Spell. I think Two-Spell can get on the podium. He's a crafty race, Two-Spell, and obviously very clean in his penalties.
Yeah, so I was going to say, it's a track where penalties are quite easy to pick up.
Absolutely.
We're looking at the chicanes, the first and second one, and then Ascari. 2 people, interestingly enough, Lewis, have gone on the medium tyre. That is the Creator Magician and Max at the back. So
yeah,
be interesting to see how they go. Charlie has just joined the session, but he just missed out. But it's just too late.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry, Charlie. I will work something out. Here we go.
Laps. Now, Matt, do you want the honours or do you want me to have the honours?
Lead it away. This is the moment.
This is my moment.
This is your moment.
Well, yeah. Okay. No pressure then. So yeah, we're waiting for everyone to line up. We got the last guys just joining their grid slots now. One of the longest runs to turn 1. Not the longest, but one of. And very tricky. Let's see, camera angle wise. There we go. 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're away. And the Haas gets a good start. Little spark, a little bit low initially. And look at the other Alpina Marina, side by side almost. And that door gets slammed shut. Into turn 1 now. Any issues? Very clean. Or bit of they just avoid wing damage. I think everyone literally did avoid getting any damage there, so that's nicely done. And through the Curva Grande they go. Lining up. The Alpine Marine having a look at Haz. Haz shuts the door. Runs a bit deep. Oh, and Jammy run wide.
Jammy's off.
Run wide. Yeah, he's off, and he's going to load of places. He must have clipped the curb.
Sausage curb on the second half of the chicane is always the one that's going to get you around here. He's out of sync, as you said, but Max has made the move. It's Blades at the back that's kind of struggled. Why have we still got a yellow flag in sector 2? There is nothing there.
Right, here we go. Let's see anyone lose it out of Ascari.
I think we've all made it.
Yeah, we have all made it. But Lil Spark, he is out 4/10 clear of K-Mark, and they're already pulling away from Haz. Jammy's desperately trying to get past as soon as possible.
Oh, and there's an early dive into the pits for a Ferrari. I believe that is the Wizard. Yes.
I've jinxed him. Or I'm hoping it's. DRS already unique. It says it's lap 3. Well, I'm sure it's not.
No, it's having a moment. Bless it.
As I say, either I blacked out for lap 2, or it is, or it generally is lap 3. Side by side action. Danny Boy and Stumpy side by side is very close. But the McLaren gets it done. So McLaren up into P8 now.
This is over. I have no idea what position it is. I presume it's going to be 8th. There's 7th and 8th, I think, because Wizard seems to be the one that's massively out of sync compared to everyone else.
Look at it. What we got? Stumpy re-overtaking Danny, using a bit more ERS. I think Danny's got wing damage. So he had no front end at all through Ascari.
Let's have a look.
It doesn't look it visibly, but he was really strong with front end. And we got 3 cars. Oh, how they didn't crash then.
Oh no, I think that there's a little bit of something that's come off of something else.
Oh, look at them. They're like 4. Oh, it's a big crash. The Red Bulls crashed on the straight. That's Kelster. And they were all...
Virtual safety car.
Wide. Yeah.
I was trying to work out where it was with your excitement, Lewis. I was like, where is it? I can't find the action.
Coming out of Parabolica, sorry. Yeah, it was mental. But thankfully for Danny, he's going to be getting away with this. He pitted, he had to pit, and he's got a full virtual safety car for it. Mm-hmm. The only thing is, he's not put the hards on, so he's going to struggle to make the mediums last. Oh, and the Ferrari's trying to beat the McLaren before the safe pit lane exit. Doesn't quite get there. So Danny Boy just ahead.
That'll be 2 spell on Danny Boy. We will look at Cygate and Hilly.
Do you know what's something also amazing? 2 spells got a 5-second penalty, which I guess is
for speeding in the pit lane. Yes, I did see Spud go. Oh, look.
Oh, it might be going now. Although it's VSC still.
The VSC turn into a safety car.
Very long VSC. Oh, I think it must be ending soon. There we go.
DRS is enabled.
Yeah, we're green. All systems go. And look at this, Dan having a look at Haz into turn 1. Haz's going to defend the line. Dan's going to... No, Haz broke really well. They didn't run wide. And in fact, behind, we got a right bit of
Stumpy's gone off, I think. I think Stumpy got squeezed out by the looks of things. He was battling Cygate. That was over P7.
Now you've got Hilly, Roland, Sorry, Sygate, Hilly, Roland, Titchy, Stumpy, they're all in a line, and then Max behind in on the medium tyre. The only one left who started on the medium tyre. The others who start on the medium already in the pit.
He did have a good start to start off with, actually. He was already up to 12th before the chaos actually descended upon him. He's now going to go up to 11th, maybe. Oh, wow. Oh. I tell you what, he needed to commit to that, and he did. Oh, we could go 4-1 again, Lewis. Here we go.
Which
we are 7th, 8th. Yeah.
Oh,
this is not going to end well.
They've all run wide.
Oh, Tichy's going to take 2 in one corner. He maybe has, we don't know.
And he's got DRS as well, Roland doesn't. Roland has to be careful from Hilly. Hilly's diving down the inside, he has to be careful he doesn't hit Tichy. Oh, what a move from Hilly.
I tell you what, got that. Yeah, got it stopped really, really well.
You have to. With those moves, it's so on point when you have another car ahead of you. You can't afford to outbrake yourself that much, otherwise you hit the back of that guy. And it looked like they were going to do that.
Oh,
brakes late again, though.
Yeah, Rowan forced the mistake in. Oh, Rowan's on the grass.
What a move. Yeah, that was aggressive driving, but Rowan was going for it. And we got an accident.
Blades.
Oh, yeah.
It was like watching Daniel Ricciardo in his prime. That move from Hilly.
In that Red Bull. Oh no!
Oh!
Yeah, we saw it. Hilly there having a moment, and Sygate now getting a great slipstream, but the smart thing would not be to make the move now.
I'm sorry, Lewis, but there's going to be a move for a hit. The lead here came up to the outside. We are going to say goodbye to the Alpine for the time being.
Oh, Dan brakes very late there. He's going to lose a load of time because of that. Sygate really overeating those softs. That back end really not getting any traction, and Hilly's fighting through. P8 now. Oh, a bit of wheel on the grass for good measure. Keep getting these yellow flags come up, but that back end on Sygate, I don't like Sygate's. I think Sygate's not careful.
Yes,
that front end is so grippy. He's got no rear end. It's so loose.
That setup is looking very tail happy from what we've seen so far. Jamie James is the first victim to pick up. Oh, hang on.
Roland's crashed.
Roland's crashed.
And Ascari.
And Little Spark was looking for a move down the inside of Kmart for the lead. Roland has kept on going though, so here we go.
Yeah, he's got wing damage, so he's going to have to pit. Those softs starting to get towards the end of their, that's the only issue with the softs, the end of the stint, having their back end slide out on you. And Dan making turn 1 this time. But, battle Sygate and Hilly again. And Hilly's made the move round the outside. Great driving from those two, and Hilly now back into P7. As Roland pits, he could make that medium strategy work.
He could make it work. Oh, and he runs deep though again.
Oh, we got a spinner again, and it's K-Mark. K-Mark loses it in the second Lesmo.
From the lead. He was pushing really, really hard to stay with Little Spark, and Little Spark now has a 3.2 second lead, which is probably a bit more than that because Jamie James has got 3 seconds worth of penalties.
More yellows because we had a McLaren.
No, I just want these yellows to stop and the timing screens to stay the same.
So that gives Little Spark a 3 second lead, which effectively is 6 seconds to Jamie James.
K-Mark has come in. That's no surprise to get rid of those tyres.
Is catching. As they're all catching Jamie James, to be fair. Jamie, although he was quick in quali, doesn't seem to have the same comfort balance in this race trim right now. Heavy fuel loads. And Marina. No, that's because I was about to say, Marina's turned into a ghost.
That's because I'm. Where is he?
It says he's a lap down, which he obviously isn't.
No, he's not. He's apparently he's 6 tenths behind Roland, but I don't believe that one bit. So we shall move on. Sygate is closing in. I tell you who is about 6 tenths behind. It is Sygate. Sygate on Hilly, and this battle continues once again.
Yeah, Max looks pretty good on those mediums, keeping them all honest. He's only 2 seconds behind, and when he gets on that soft, he will be, initially anyway, quite a bit quicker than those guys, but he should be really, and I think he is actually starting to make inroads on those guys. Those softs. Oh, Dan's got 5 second penalty. He must have run really wide.
Sygate's going to go to the inside. Hilly. And the squeeze for good measure.
Yeah. And Max is now going to have a great run, where Max hasn't got much ERS. And now Dan gets another insult to injury, another penalty, this time a 3 second one. So 8 seconds to 2 corners for Dan. He may have been hit to Monza, but the track's not suited.
Hilly's gone off.
Yeah. And Max says thank you very much.
Max goes through. Max is currently 20.7 seconds off the lead.
Yeah, this feels very much spaced out, hasn't it? But not as many accidents so far in Ascari.
I wouldn't say accident. They're more mistakes rather than anything that we're seeing at the moment. Just little mistakes. And obviously, being an old school circuit, it is the runoff isn't tarmac. It is grass and gravel.
Yeah, old school. Good old days.
Oh, K-Mark's off, I think. K-Mark is off. You were talking about...
Yeah.
We talk about mistakes, and there's another one.
Yeah, and I see wing damage.
Yes, no front wing. No front wing. And Hilly's in the pits.
And you know what? He only just stopped medium tyres as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he just... As bad as worse came up, he's have to pit again for another new set of mediums. He used to have to hope for a safety car. And speeds in the pit lane. He may be retired.
Yeah, and that is the classic sign of retirement from the session, if I've ever seen it.
For a second there, I thought I saw Spark spin there, but he hadn't. That's all good. It's all spaced out a bit now. We haven't really got any battles. Well, like Danny and Two Spell are still neck and neck.
They are still neck and neck. Just between these two at the moment.
Oh, speeding in the pit lane now for Dan. Top 13 seconds.
That's not going to be very helpful.
I think Tichy's got ahead of him as well.
Tichy has now got ahead of him.
He must have made an error of some sort.
Dan.
Oh, sorry.
Dan's in the pits.
Yeah, Dan. Yeah, he's tough. So it was because Tichy's car was showing in the pit lane. Another glitch. But Dan is out, and he is going to be ahead still of Danny and Two Spell. But those guys, obviously, they pitted early because of wing changes.
Yeah, these guys have stopped, haven't they? So
yeah,
that's good news for Dan and his race. Neil
And
is
he's
still
also got fresh tyres.
Neil is still tucked up behind this McLaren. He's closing in over the last couple of laps, but still not close enough to make a move. Let's have a look at his DRS. DRS compared to the person in front, very much the same between these two. They're in toe to toe.
Absolutely. Everyone being a bit careful around Ascari now. I don't blame them.
The front three have pitted.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, and I'm sure he's going to love me hearing this. Cos Tichy 14, you are leading the race.
Whee!
Congratulations. Good evening, Steve. He's myself and Lewis in the commentary box. Hasmania Lewis, interesting. He's gone to hards. What's your thought on that? I think that's a wrong call there.
That is surely an error, because those hards, you could make the mediums last, and the hards are just no grip. We only put the hards on, really, if you've had wing damage. What I do is, I don't know if this game's different, but what I would do if I only had one set of mediums left, I would put a set of hards on if I had to pit this early, and hope that there was a safety car later in the race to then put the mediums on. Not this way, not when you've had a clean race so far. Because those tyres, yeah, granted, easily make it to the end, they're just not going to be any quick. So, yeah, weird one, especially this far into the race. We're lap 12 of 27. And it is one of the more quicker, I think it's the quickest race in terms of time frame in the season, because normally a full race, the F1 guys get this race done in about an hour and 15, which is the speeds they travel at. So, obviously, I mean, yeah, for a race for us, it's normally a 35-minute race. So, to only do, we're pretty much halfway now. It's, I think as long as it doesn't get any penalties, P3 is still possible, as Cygate now pits.
Tichy stays out again. Whilst we were talking about tyre strategy, Jamie James crucially got past.
We got 3 wide.
Have we?
Oh. It's just Danny Boy 2 spell. Oh, and they're squeezed. Yeah, it's a bit of a battle there.
That's alright, they all still stay in the same direction.
Strategy,
yeah.
Yes, sorry.
We were talking tyre strategy. Max has made a mistake, I believe, because Has has just gone past him. Yes, Jamie James crucially got past the traffic that he came out behind, and Two-Spell did get ahead of Danny Boy for a second, and now he's back behind him, so it's pretty much as we were again. Tichy has finally come in. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, I don't see the advantage of that, because he would have lost a lot of time with the people undercutting him, and there's very little benefit of having a couple of laps fresher medium tyres.
Well,
so
from memory, he was around the Cygate kind of range, so let's see how he's going to come out in this one.
Well, he's going to be well ahead of Cygate. But I think it's because Cygate had issues, didn't he?
Tichy's out in 4th.
Yeah.
So, strangely,
I don't know quite how he's...
it's worked. And I never, at the moment, could be on for a podium.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused, because Mercedes is way behind. I think it's because Cygate must have had an error, because Cygate is behind... Two-Spell, Danny Boy, Cygate must have had a moment somewhere. Because, he was also fighting.
And Tichy, I'm very sure, was behind Dan, so that's...
actually, I think, he was behind, he was definitely behind Dan.
So, fair play.
Yeah, he must have had, maybe the pace is better sort of for longer. P4, and also, a podium is definitely on, because the fact the guy ahead of him is on hard tyres.
And also, the 2 guys ahead of him also have penalties.
Yeah. Keep it clean, and he'll know that has penalties, and he'll know how many seconds of that. So it'll be interesting to see if he can start getting that gap down.
There is going to be an overtaking opportunity. Dan has got into DRS and Dad. Yeah, that's not it's not even close.
And has run wide. Has completely missed his braking point, and now he has to be careful not. Oh, he spun.
You spun it. Oh,
At the end.
Gone from bad to worse. Oh, you've got to be careful how you rejoin the track, and also he reversed quite hard into that barrier.
Yeah.
And with rear wing damage model available this year, that needs to be careful he's not done any damage to the rear of the car.
This is something I just asked about Thomas, because if you got the PS4 version, there isn't that rear wing damage, is there? It's not the same damage model between.
No.
So I didn't know whether is the damage on the PS4 is it so technically you're not going to get as much damage.
Oh, Stumpy round the outside of Ascari. Oh, Stumpy rolling back for years on that one. I say the years, the seasons on that one. But Max is still with him.
And Stumpy.
Virtual safety car.
And who's that? Oh, that is for
Marina Rat?
No, that's Blades.
For Blades.
I think Blades at the moment.
Stumpy, Max, Danny Boy is here. Oh, so the McLarens are stacking. Oh, Max got a 5-second penalty for a severe collision. I did think those two were very close to hitting each other on the way into the pits.
McLaren's double stacking as well.
It's worked very well for Haz, so he can get off those hards. Everyone's gone to the softs, or has gone mediums. Oh no!
Yeah. Haz is yeah, those guys on soft. I mean, is it worth putting this? I mean, if it was a safety car, it would make sense, but I don't get these guys pitting now.
Well,
they just gave away so much track time, and yes, they're on the softs, but
the thing is, they all pitted and they're all ahead of each other. So I think the guys behind just went, that's alright, pitted. The only people they've lost out to is Hilly and Cygate.
But that's it. Cygate and Hilly now, Hilly is 8 seconds.
Yeah, they're like.
Sorry, Cygate is 5 seconds.
There's 17 seconds up the road, effectively, from that lead group.
Yeah, those softs are going to be good initially, but I don't know, it's going to be difficult for them to gain that much track time back. I don't quite get the sense of it. If it was a full safety car, yeah, totally, put the soft on. But VSC, I think VSC only suited if it hadn't pitted. So yeah, I mean, what it does do is Tichy, Dan's caught up. Dan and Tichy's only 1.1 seconds. It's very close now, and even Jamie James.
Oh no, this is not good.
What's happened?
We've got yellow flags in sector 1, 2 and 3.
Oh. But is that just us? That might be just us.
Well, hopefully it's just us. If it isn't, we are in a bit of trouble here.
Well, Stumpy is underfueled. That's what I've realised. And what I found was, obviously I didn't realise until, because yes, last week was the first race I was able to complete, is that if you're racing, you can't change your fuel mode. You can only do it if it's on the safety car completion lap. And so Stumpy's currently underfueled, so he is going to run out of fuel. Basically, unless it's a safety car. So Stumpy and also Tichy is alone as underfueled.
Well, good luck, gentlemen, because I think you're going to need it.
Yeah, he's fuel saving. Tichy's backing out, going into turn 1. That's why Dan's caught up. That has to be why Dan's caught up. Because he is trying to fuel save.
Oh, it's going to keep glitching again.
It's green.
It's going to be annoying. So, Max is the closest to an overtake. Anyone else under fuel that we can see out there? That would be.
Blade's under fueled. Stumpy is under fueled, and Titchy's under fueled.
So both the Alfa Romeos and the Williams. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that. That should be interesting.
Yeah, we could have a dramatic end. It's going to be one of those where they're half a lap or so, like we were.
Yes, I was minus 0.12, I think, towards the end.
You ran out with 2 quarters to go?
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense. Pain.
And I presume you were in a lot worse situation at one point, weren't you? Really?
I was half a lap. Yeah,
just
I
half.
I was happy I made it that far. To be fair, I was like, and that last lap, I was like, please, and then no. It's one of those learnt lesson. Now, you overfuel. I got caught out because 25% races you can still change your fuel mode.
Ooh.
But not 50.
Max has made a mistake somewhere because Roland is all over the back of him.
Yep. There we go. Max does have more ERS if he needs to use it. I think Roland's thinking about not making the move yet. Wait for the DRS zone. Oh, Max gets a bit out of shape. Luckily, in a weird way, Roland was too close to really capitalise because he had to back out. Otherwise, he would have hit Max before he was able to get to the inside. So now you'll have the DRS.
He got a great run out of that corner.
Yeah, easily done. The softs are coming back, and actually, to be fair, look at the softs have come back. They've already caught Hilly.
Yep. Roland's been.
I'm guessing. Sorry.
That's alright. Roland's been pumping in the fastest lap times as well.
Yeah.
2 fastest laps in a row. And as you said,
guessing Stumpy is not receiving fuel either.
I don't think he will be.
Here we go, side by side. Duck out. A little bit, but not much. He had to make the move.
Wow, just the acceleration out of that corner. I know Hilly had a poor exit, but those softs are really working well.
Game on. Lil Spark just picked up a 3-second penalty.
So,
Jamie James and Lil Spark are level.
The pressure has been applying over the last couple of laps. And, well,
Jamie as well.
Titch is in trouble, but Dan's not really got any ERS left.
Yeah, it's hard to save ERS round here. Oh, Dan has to be careful.
Oh, that breaks himself massively.
Yeah, he got caught out by Titchy lifting posting.
See, if I knew someone in front of me was underfueled and having to lift and coast, I wouldn't really be using the ERS to try and...
Yeah, he's a sitting duck. It's going to be a bit dramatic for Titchy. When will he run out of fuel? It's going to be a certain point where he's going to...
Oh, little spark with a little snapper oversteer out of the Viscari.
This is James' moment. I don't know how many penalties, warnings Jamie has, but
the Alpine not looking comfortable, though. Looks to be a bullet in a straight line because he's not using any ERS still. Here is Jamie James to the outside. Has he got it stopped? Oh, great move. Lovely move. Yeah, he's going to be off and running.
Well, this is the thing with it around here, because it's a lower downforce track, DRS isn't as effective as it is at other circuits. So you don't notice it, you don't quite notice it as effective as you do at tracks that have very high downforce levels. Yeah, Tichy just holding on. Obviously,
I would use as you said, I would use the words holding on. That was a good choice of words there. It looks like it at the moment.
He's modelling. Sygate's took great advantage of those guys that pitted. He is still 7.8 seconds clear of Stumpy. And those softs aren't going to be quite as effective as they were before. So I think Stumpy...
She runs a bit wide. Hasmania's off. That's definitely that is a proper yellow flag that time.
And Jamie now is pulling away quite considerably. 9/10 the gap already.
Little Spark has got more ERS the last time we checked with them, and the Ferrari is closing in. He's like a shark. He's hunting him down. He goes to the inside. And gets it stopped, and he's off on his merry way. He did save ERS, he's now up to like 47%, so he did a good job over the last couple of laps. Little Spark, Lewis has made a mistake, 2.2 seconds.
It must have been the second chicane then. So yeah, that's really saved Jamie now. You know, he's only, if Jamie was to get another penalty, he's only 8/10 from safety. So, yeah, good.
Not all over for Titch here. Don't forget, he's not got a penalty as of yet. We'll still be sitting. Yes, he'll still be sitting on the podium. So realistically, he's just got to drive the car home at the moment.
Yeah.
But as a racer, he probably won't do that. He's not going to make it too easy.
Well, we're coming up to. Oh, we are. We're just now on lap 24, aren't we? So we have 4 laps to go. Crunch time is getting ever nearer.
T-Spur's finally got that move done on Danny Boy.
Titchy's really lifting coasting now into turn 1.
Oh, Ronan's got Stumpy into the parabolica. Oh, Danny Boy's looking to go around the outside.
Yeah. Here we go.
Stumpy going to go for a move. He is going to go for a move down the inside. Gets it stopped.
And Danny Boy's retaking 2 spell.
Oh, I tell you what, he's been a thorn in. Oh, Neil with his classic trademark defending. But Danny Boy says, no, that is my position. I shall have it back. And you will fall into the clutches of my teammate. Max is not far behind. Less than 3/4 of a second separating. Realistically, these 3 people.
Yeah, Titchy really saving fuel now. Massively saving fuel. He must be quite a bit under fuel.
Oh, Max has got a penalty. No.
This is week long time this is for Titchy and Stumpy.
The gap out front, meanwhile, has come down to 1.5 seconds.
Yeah. And the gap between Titchy and Sygate is 10.8, so Sygate not really making much inroads. Although this lap he has took about a second out of him. Oh, he's really slowing down, Titchy. He's crawling around these corners.
He is crawling around. It's not looking good.
It gets to a point where if you're not going to get down to it, unless you're really close, you're better off just bombing it. You're just better off just absolutely going for it, and then like maybe you you know, you'll end up in lower power mode. You'll still be able to finish the race.
The only thing that's saving Tichy at the moment is the people behind him are still picking up penalties. He's just have to take a scurry there in 4th gear with not much power whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's not looking great, if I'm being brutally honest.
So we don't know the amount that he has, or how much he's under fuel, but he's got 2 to go, so we will find out. Gap's now 8 seconds, and the problem is he's got a lot of people on softs, like Roland, Stumpy. Well, Stumpy obviously has issues with fuel, but Roland's on the softs as well, and he's not. He's about 10, 11 seconds behind.
Well, we'll see, because Stumpy is going to be under attack from the Williams of Hilly. He's trying to break the slipstream. Hilly thought about it.
Oh, Roland's got past Cygate. Cygate has had a moment in turn 1. That's going to be music to Tichy's ears. So that puts Roland up in a P5.
Little Sparks made it. I think Little Sparks made another mistake. 2.4 seconds. Oh, it's back out to that again. That would be so frustrating for the Alpine driver.
Oh, Tichy's out of fuel. Tichy's on low power mode.
He's on low power mode. No,
yeah.
He's got 1 lap to go.
Oh no.
Quick, someone refuel his car.
No, sorry, no, he's not, I lied. But he is on red.
He's on red. Oh, this isn't...
He's absolutely crawling.
Stumpy's also on the red as well. He's weaving to try and break the slipstream from the Williams behind. Surely Hilly will wait. Oh, did he? I don't know if Hilly ran into the back of him or not. I don't think he knows the situation. Alright, Hilly's got to go for it. He's getting closer. He's going to go to the outside. This is going to be brave if he gets it stuck. Stumpy's going to run it deep. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, is Tichy going to make it?
Tichy, 11.5 seconds, 8 seconds. It's increasing. Roland can now see him. It's 3.2, 3.1.
Oh, it sounds not healthy.
No, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
It's happened.
It's
what
happened.
About Stumpy? And Stumpy as well. Stumpy's gone.
But Jabby James wins. No, on track. But it's Little Spark. Whilst the drama of no
penalty. I don't know how he did that. He must have had another penalty.
Danny's gonna somehow take a podium. I feel.
4 tenths.
It's 4 tenths, wasn't it? We got sidetracked by the fuel drama down at Alfa Romeo. Roland's gonna pick up 4th.
Yeah, 4th. Now Cygate Hilly.
Yeah, this is where
it's dropping down.
Yeah, Stumpy's dropping down as well. Stumpy's down to 12th. In fact, Tichy's ahead of Stumpy.
Goosefelt P6. Tichy's coming along the line.
Tichy's made it.
Oh, Tichy's going to be gutted about that. But he still gets points.
It's what could have been. Stumpy's crawling his way into the pit lane. Blade and Marina are out.
Oh, and he's just run out. Blade's just run out of fuel before the end. Yeah, but and he finished ahead of Stumpy on penalties.
He does, yeah.
Oh my god. Well, there we go.
Apologies to the 2 leaders, but it was more interesting watching the 3rd down. They had a 21.2 seconds that gap was in the end between the top 2 and everyone else. Showed their dominance throughout. Let's have a look at the penalties. We can't because it's got all checker flags next to it. We'll find out in a minute when Marina at eventually crosses the line, which he has done. So this is
I don't know why it's still
slightly strange.
yeah. Now we just got to wait for 30 seconds. I think he's actually driving it. Stumpy's now getting a 5 penalty
for ignoring yellow flags, but yet he's finished the race. I'm very confused what's happening here.
Yeah, Marina's definitely driving.
He's definitely driving. He's using ERS out of Ascari. That's strange.
And Stumpy's still getting noise.
Yep. Surely this time around? No?
I don't know, time's run out now.
Time's run out. I'm just going to take the results from what we see. This is strange what's going on. Lewis, if you could start inviting the 3 people that are that's on my podium in front of me. That's hopefully on your podium in front of you. There's Little Spark, Jamie James, and Mr. X42. I get to interview him. How lovely! The tables have turned.
Right, let's try and get.
And Cosper Photos driver of the day. But I'm rolling. It's according to the game. So Jamie James got 6 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah, must have got it right at the end. When I initially looked, it was sort of level.
Oh my god, he got in the last lap.
Oh no.
He got the warning on. Oh no, although he's got a warning, invalidated lap time warning. Invalidated lap time warning. Not a penalty. That is interesting. Well, he is here, so we will ask him at some point what was happened. So Little Spark, Jamie James, Marina Rat, X4274, Cos Bowlers 5th, Cygate 2 spelled Danny Boy, but P8 on his debut. Cos Hilly, Tichy dropped to 10th after running out of fuel. Max 11th, Hasmania 12th, Creator Magician 13th, Stumpy 14th, and then Dumps Gamer and Gelsasvag. And hopefully at some point I'll get to leave this lobby and go and find an Alpine for the showroom.
Never.
Never? Oh no. Well, he has spoken, and I think this is the first time I actually get to do this.
Oh.
Hello, congratulations. It now says Marina Rat finished 3rd. This is interesting.
I know. I'm taking the opportunity.
Congratulations on what I would see and everyone else would see on their screens as a P3.
I'm taking it as a P3.
I would take it. The threat of a certain Mr. Tichy was about, although we found out that he hasn't got any fuel in that car.
Yeah, I was panicking about that, especially when he overcut quite significantly. And then I got a message from Mr. Murray that Tichy was significantly underfueled. So it was just a case of firstly get past, make sure I got out of the second, and then put the hammer down. And then at the end he ran out completely, didn't he, at the end?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Obviously, so the lack of fuel was music to your ears. Drama for us, yeah.
Yeah.
And first podium of the season?
First podium of the season for me. First podium since Silverstone season 6 for me as well.
Long time coming.
If it is actually a podium, this is where it ends up being a P4, and it's the false.
Yeah,
it's a false dawn.
Yes. Well, we'll say congratulations for the time being. There is confusion from me and Lewis's end about P1 or P2, but we're going to go to P2, which is Jamie James.
Hello.
Hello. Congratulations. P2 just missed out on penalties, I believe, but a good qualifying though set you up for what would have been a good result.
Yeah, I was surprised at the qualifying actually, and then I spun it on the formation lap, which I hope you didn't catch, but I bet you did.
Oh, we did.
And then a mistake on the first lap, a bit of chasing down, and then I suppose it was a little bit of trying to catch Spark up for the rest of the race, and penalties got the better of me, I'm afraid, again.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a good result for yourself. You know, hopefully a building block of things to come. I'm sure the penalty issue will just happen. It's Monza. It's quite easy to do. You get to laugh at myself and Lewis tomorrow for picking up penalties.
Yeah. I'll gladly watch that.
Lewis, you got anything to add or want to ask Jamie James about his race?
It was really that. Was it the final lap then where you got that penalty? Or was it a little bit earlier than that?
A little bit earlier. I think it was like 4 laps from the end.
Okay.
And then it was actually like I think 2 laps from the end. I thought, right, I've got to go for this. And then on the second chicane, I don't know if he'll confirm this or not, it was about 1.5 seconds of the gap. And then I made a mistake, and I spat onto the grass. Came back on, but the gap actually stayed the same, so I'm guessing he made a mistake as well. And I just thought, that was frustrating, because all I need to do is keep it on the tarmac, and it may have got closer to the 3 seconds, but
it's one of those where with this, you find with this league, racing in general in this game, that sometimes it's better to, although your instincts push, it's sometimes better just to sort of hold back a little bit to save yourself from that error or that penalty. And you save yourself because ultimately, it's much harder to gain 6 seconds from going 2/10 quicker a lap and risking having an accident. But it's just so hard to fight that instinct, isn't it? And especially when you knew you were trying to pull a gap.
Well, so that's the thing.
It's hindsight. I think it's always easy with hindsight, but ultimately, it'll make you a better driver in the following rounds. It's a long season as well. So.
It certainly is. Yeah, looking forward to it. Actually, I'm enjoying the racing on this in this league. So I'm looking forward to Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to put that out of my mind. Canada.
It's your circuit.
Yeah, but it's the curbs this year. I don't like them. Doesn't suit my driving. Jamie Jones, congratulations on your P2. Hopefully it'll be one step up in the future. Who knows? Who knows?
Thanks for commentating, boys.
Our pleasure. We will move on as he's been waiting patiently. Little Spark, congratulations. Your first win. P1. How does it feel? Am I right in saying the second chicane caused a little bit of problems? Or we did think that was the. Yeah, it's not a very nice corner, but in all fairness, you held it together. What was the plan when you saw that he had 6 seconds?
Apparently, Spark. Apparently, your voice isn't shared, Spark.
Oh, what? No! Oh, God.
I've just been told in the chat.
Oh.
Alright, no worries.
Oh, there we go. Should be working now.
Alright.
He's speechless, says Kitten. So yeah, as you say, and obviously good result for yourself. Just
Pretty
obviously,
surprised. Cool.
did it make it any easier knowing?
Sound a little bit more excited. Come on.
Yeah, come on. This is important.
I don't know. It's a long season, so
Yeah.
you need to keep consistent over the whole season.
Spoken like Hamilton.
But obviously, what do you think your chances then next week? Then obviously we're going to go to Canada. Is that a track that suits you? Yeah, I don't think you'll be the only one. There'll be one person that won't get any penalties, and if there is, I shall be deducting points off his driver's standings, and that'll be the wizard.
I'm just thinking, shall I do the reaction for you? Spark?
Yes,
Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah! If Wizard gets a penalty, the commentary box will erupt with noise. But no, well done, mate. That was, I think,
thanks.
thoroughly deserved. Sorry for not giving you two more screen time. It was very, I don't know, it was close, but it was a little bit more interesting further down because you guys kind of pulled a gap to everybody else. I think that just shows how well you two both drove today. So congratulations. And Lewis, have you got anything else to say? If not, we shall wrap it up.
Yeah, no, that's congratulations. It was entertaining race and qualifying. I thought it was going to be quite a few more casualties in Ascari in the race, but no, just one VSC, two VSCs, and well done to everyone. And good to see you on the podium, Dan. Good to.
Well, one of us has got to do it this season, Lewis, haven't we?
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's very true.
It's not going to be me, and it may not going to be Lewis. Who knows?
Unless there's a miracle.
To be fair, I didn't think it was going to be me either, so I'll just take it and gloat, even though this might not even be it either.
No, I don't think it will be, from what I've already seen. Oh, God. So we shall wrap things up there. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Well done to these three lovely gentlemen that have got on the podium. Lewis, thanks for commentating with me. I know, it's unheard of. It doesn't happen very often. It was very exciting. Thomas will be back next week, so you don't have to listen to me, but you will be listening to me on a Monday, so see that as you will. AM2 is following us up tonight. Fingers crossed if there's no PSN issues, but I've looked at the American chat already and it looks like they may not be going ahead. AM2 will be at 9 PM Eastern, which is 2 AM UK if you're that crazy enough to stay up at 2 AM to watch it. Yeah, go to bed at that point. EU2 is tomorrow, where you can watch me and Lewis try and survive Monza. Could be interesting, to say the least. I think Ascari could claim a couple of victims. That'll be 9 PM, and that is with Shane and Steve tomorrow on commentary, which should be very exciting. And then EU1 on Thursday. Danny, am I right in saying it's going to be yourself and one other?
And one other.
Yes.
It will depend who is available, who can be asked, whether I like them or not, and whether or not they bring me sweets.
Or are awake.
Oh no, I'm not counting them.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, I'll jump in the commentary box again Thursday if you want me to.
Yeah, dynamic duo.
Like good old times. We'll leave everyone here because most people got bored by now. There's still 15 people here. You lovely people are just too crazy. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.